Well, etc., etc. Thought I was what? Dead like my partner you just threw off the cliff? Ha ha ha. We lost on Sunday, and I'm not stoked about it. We're back with 3 to 3.5 hours to try again. The Indy Pentathlon 2. Some tweaks will be made. Tweak 1. Slay the Spire will be second on the list instead of fourth. Tweak 2. Hades will be Heat 5. Tweak 3. Maybe we'll try to fight the Rat or the Advanced Dragon at least to finish. No, the Lich, because I hate Bullet Hell. That's the only thing. I hate Bullet Hell, dude. I would rather fight the Rat, and I make the rules. Rat is harder. I disagree. I think. I don't know. It's been a while. I think I found Bullet Hell harder than the Rat fight, but I could be wrong. What does the Y stand for in Tutty? Literally, it stands exclusively for nothing. Tutty is just a good name, so the Y does not matter. We could spend weeks agonizing over the name, trying to come up with the absolute best possible option. Or we could just go with something that sounds nice. I'm ready. Hello, Malf. Uh-oh! It's a hype train! Melted or cold, out of the cow's udders, it can grow mold. Okay, we're good to go. Can I get the split officially starting? 3, 2, 1, go. I'm ready. You know what? I fear nothing. Oh! Good start. Oh, you know what? Yeet me. Okay, we're gonna start the split over again, okay? We're gonna start the... Okay, that was just a bad... Look, my head was not in the right place. Okay, let's get it going. Let's get it going. Alright, I'm back. That was just a light warm-up, if you will. Hey NL, I finally watched I Think You Should Leave, and I get the references now. I mean, you might get them, but I don't think you really get them until you've watched the show 3 or 4 times. I know that's gatekeeping, but until you have an I Think You Should Leave quote for every situation that pops up in your real life, you're not quite at that level yet, in my personal opinion. Until every single action and reaction in Meat Space conjures up a sketch from the program, you're not part of the Turbo team. But you know what? You've passed your initiation process. I Think You Should Leave only had 1 good episode. Bro, imagine thinking that and watching 1,300 episodes of One Piece. You hate to see it. You get in a car accident. What quote comes to mind? Obviously something from the sketch where the hot dog car crashes into the suit sale. Nobody wants that random hot dog car. I guess I'll take it. Random! Just ask yourself, if I were an old man with a big gray beard, would you be asking me these questions? Or would you be spanking my bare butt, balls, and back? NL, do you plan to check out Temtem again when the servers are not on fire? Yes, I do. So I will. There will be a Northern Lion Tries of Temtem coming out tomorrow, and I don't know. Like, I got in a surprising amount of gameplay, in my opinion. I got in like 10 minutes out of 28 minutes of the video. I got my starter. I fought in a couple battles. I saw 3,500 people in my own server online. You know what? Let's give it a try. It's early, dude. That was super close. Very scary. For the bomb box, it's worth it. That's just a situation. He who hesitates defecates. Anyway, yeah, Temtem is. It seems really cool so far. I already know that some people are gonna be like, "Oh, you shouldn't have played it like the day it came out. You're not giving it a fair shake." Won't somebody think of the developers who are gonna make like quite literally $35 million this month off of this game? But, you know, I have positive things to say about Temtem, and simultaneously, I wish him the best. And beyond that, I'm like, you know, they are charging $40 for a game that if you buy it today, you cannot play. It is just it's a main menu simulator right now. Didn't even see it coming. So, I think it all has merit, if that makes sense, you know? I like what I played, but at the same time, I think it's like it's a mad bummer if you purchase that game today. You're probably not gonna love what you're getting for $40, but you know, it's early still. 35, whatever. 35 American. $35 American. I do want the dog here. Why not play some other games featured in the Northern Lion Tries series? Because there are none. Temtem has been at the top of the list for like probably at least 3 or 4 weeks. There's none. There's nothing. Wait until you see the Northern Lion Tries that are gonna come out around the same time as Temtem, but after, and then ask if there's anything else I'd rather be playing right now. It's a dry series and sequence. Any complaints about the Marvel tier list you didn't expect? No, all the complaints about the Marvel tier list, I very much expected. I mean, if you haven't watched it yet, it only came out like an hour ago. But the thing that's going to be most controversial is how I feel about Guardians of the Galaxy 2, for sure. That's like the only one that I think is possibly massively controversial on a you know, obviously it's not like a serious issue. I'm just saying. A lot of people love Guardians of the Galaxy 2. I'm not necessarily a huge fan, as you will find if you watch the video. A lot of people think Guardians of the Galaxy 2 is, bro, you just posted cringe. You know, both opinions are represented. Murder that spider for me, brother. That's a great place for that. Chest, at least. Ooh. You love to see it. Come on. Of all the times you could have fallen, that's when you chose to do it. Ah! Well, please run. No, I've never seen the shopkeeper be so dynamic. He was crossing vertical planes. That, honestly, mad respect to that shopkeeper. Those were incredible plays. That's why Spelunky goes first, dude. That's why Spelunky goes first. Oh, come the frick on. Oh, no. You don't use ropes like that, dude. That's greed. Those are greed plays. We're less than 10 minutes into the start here. Just slow it down. Just slow it down. You don't want to tilt this early. It's an embarrassment. But the real event doesn't even start until you beat Spelunky. Snake in the pot? Is that the joke? See? See? This guy's part of the Turbo team. Have you seen Detroiters? I have seen Detroiters. With all due respect, I don't think that show is very good. I wish I liked it more. I clearly resonate with the Tim Robinson school of humor. Honestly, I think, I mean, I don't know. I've only watched maybe like 3 or 4 episodes, but I feel that the Tim Robinson DNA works better in short spurts, if you know what I mean. Having to wrap the insanity in a narrative veneer, I think it works against the strengths of his brand, if that makes sense. Yes, quite. Shallow and pedantic, I agree. Come on, man. Come, dude. Thank you. Thank you. Why are you getting so much gold when you kill shopkeepers? I don't have an answer to that question. That is a Derek Zoolander question. Derek, if you're watching, could you please answer the question? Why do you get so much gold when you're killing shopkeepers? I don't have an answer. I'm gonna say that his pockets were full. When we killed him, his pockets were full of money. And that's the bottom line. You look sad, are you sad? Twitch, why are you so weird? You know, it's a very strange question to ask someone. I'm having a good day. It's just a strange question. There was one time in like 2012 or so. It was still when I did not live in Vancouver yet. And I recorded an Isaac episode and then like uploaded it, and then the next day I looked at the comments and all the comments were like, "Whoa, my man is like, he's so depressed. What happened?" Like, and I got like a bunch of tweets that were like, "What's wrong? Like, you seemed really down in your new Isaac episode." And I realized it was an Isaac episode I recorded after like spending the whole day moving. It's very alarming. I was just low energy because I had been exhausted. But it's very alarming to get a lot of tweets and a lot of comments that are like, "Hey man, I don't know what's going on in your life, but whatever it is, you're gonna be okay." But you're like, "What the hell did I do? We care about you, you big jerk." Look, yes, but also, I've talked about it before. Sometimes that care can be toxic, you know? It's like too much pure oxygen. Oh, baby. It's like you get You get gaslit into thinking that something must be wrong with you. When you get, 10,000 people going like, oh, he's probably more like 100 people, but still going like, oh, he's messed up. I wonder what went wrong. Actually, I'm fine. Well, he won't admit it. He's in denial. Okay, we're here for you. Whenever you're ready to tell us the truth, we're here for you. Is it an American thing? Every American I've ever met has asked me, what's wrong and are you okay? I don't know. It's a Canadian thing too, I think. It's just one of those things that, you know, you gotta be careful about asking people, in my opinion. You know, it's like when people say like, oh, you look tired. You know? It's like it seems like a sympathetic comment, but is also like, basically like, hey, you look like garbage today. You know? If someone says you look tired, your only responses are to say, I am tired, or, you know, whether that's true or not, or, I'm not tired. I'm not tired is basically just like, thanks for calling me ugly. I'm tired is like, you got me. I was already feeling physically kind of run down, and now I realize I look like garbage as well, so I really appreciate it. A lot of people think I'm mad all the time. I get that all the time too. I apparently I have something called resting bitch face, which I didn't realize until I started showing my face on the internet. I'm actually like, I'm a pretty happy guy in normal life, in day-to-day life. Just face just looks this way. I don't have a better explanation. Petition to end the stream so I'm not beat red for my family photo tonight. Come on! That's like... Okay, don't... Oh, come on, dude. Okay. Just relax. This is all falling apart. Where's my dogs at? Bark with me now. Tilted. You know what I don't love to see? It. No paste. You think this will set it off? Used to be hard, now you're just wet and soft. Heard you was down with the AK. Now I see you on a video with Michelle A. Looking like straight bozos. I saw it coming. That's why I went solo. I cannot get that dog. It's about just the only, like, 4 consecutive lines you can say from No Vaseline without saying something truly abhorrent. Web gun bomb. You genius. That would have been an incredible move. I still don't know if I would have done it, because 2 bombs is like bare minimum for me to feel confident finding the black market. But it's definitely, it could have happened, dude. This would be a great floor to get the Kapala, for sure. Just try to avoid that dude stepping on the altar and getting hit by the tiki trap. This floor could change the game for us, for sure. It has a modest or greater than modest degree of spice. I don't think anybody would question that. Dunka. Dunka, dunka, dunka. Dunk, dunk. This is a tough one. That's way too spicy. Don't be a fool. I think we gotta rob the bomb shop, but I'm like... Hold on, can we do something like this? Oh my god! It scared me so bad. Oh. wake you up in the morning. Oh. Oh. Got the adrenaline pumping, dudes. Welcome to the clip show. I don't know if I'm gonna have a chance on the clip show today. Just to be straight up with you, Apollo's journey through the Dark Souls randomizer definitely gives him a lot of fodder for this week. Like, oh, careful. Walking into the Capra Demon fight and seeing that it's the Ulasil Guardian. And then it also had like 5 other enemies that were too large to fit on the screen. It was very good. Malv's sound from weightlifting, what is wrong with me, was truly incredible. I'm going way too fast, dude. Like, the sound was so good. He's like, "Wah!" Look, here's the thing, brother. I'm not having a great pentathlon attempt so far, so let's just friggin' go for it. Add your clips to the show thread on Dan's sub. No, cause I just don't care, basically. If people want to submit my clips, that's fine, but I'm not spending half an hour farming clips to put on the subreddit. I'll spend a half an hour once per month. This is a weird one. To make my own compilation. I'm not gonna do Daniel's job for him. Careful. Get ready. Let's go! And let's freaking go! He's coming, dude! Ah! Everything's okay. Off the top of the dome, what's your favorite clip from each member of Unity? I'm a big recent fan of Apollo's getting team killed by Richard after communicating flawlessly. My least favorite type of Apollo clip is Dan's favorite, unfortunately, which is he makes a sound that sounds like barking, and then it gets repeated and chopped and screwed and slowed down 500 times. I really like I communicated flawlessly. Scodge, he does love Scodge laugh as well. That's definitely true. I did watch the final NLSS You Laugh You Lose video that Dan posted. It's good, don't get me wrong, but it's a little weird to, like, you know, sit there and laugh at your own clips. But my favorite part was when the video finished and it recommended Furry Vengeance, the Brendan Fraser movie. And he went, "What are these suggested videos? What are these?" That was my favorite part of the video. Oh, they're based on your viewing history. Oh, I forgot! I forgot, dude. Come on. Okay, I'm dialed. I'm dialed now. Come on. Stop. Let's go! Patience. It's a virtue. We're out. Look it up, sweetheart. Please tell me the Ujat Eye is on this floor. Alright, I'm dialed. I'm dialed. No. Oh, Monty. I'm sorry, dude. Whatever. We probably were not gonna take him all the way to the end anyway. We got a lot of stuff to babysit right now. So people have asked, you know, what are the tutty games for today? Tentatively, I believe we will be playing Scrabble. I believe we'll be playing Yahtzee. I believe we'll be playing Candyland. I'll pull back the veil for you because I respect my audience. Candyland is an extraordinary resident sleeper game. However, we thought to ourselves, yeah, it's Resident Sleeper. You know what else is Resident Sleeper? Playing Isaac for the 5,000th time. However, when it was part of the Pentathlon, people were starting to get a little hype again. So we're wrapping the board games that previously you might be like, well, honestly, according to Board Game Geek, it has a high coefficient of roll and move mechanics, which I do not respect as a board gamer. And we're going, yeah, but you know what? Candyland, I snooze. But Candyland, if Malf wins, he moves into the lead in the aggregate tutty tournament. No more I sleep. I wake. He's gonna wake up, dude. Okay, this is a classic Spelunky game plan. Don't wake up. Don't wake up inside. Stick this bad boy right here. It threaded the needle like 70 times. I was a little upset. Or anti-threaded the needle, I guess. Okay, 2 bombs left. Not nice, but that's okay. It all comes down to the black market. If you make it to the black market and you survive, you're usually stacked by the time you leave. Very helpful. Very, very helpful indeed. Now remember, if you hear the katunk, please let me know. Let's go. That's okay. That was obviously a bad drop. But we can absorb that. Basically, our philosophy for the game selection for Team Unity Tuesday, board games, was like, sure, everybody likes good board games, but... Hold on. I use the metaphor that some people might disagree with. He definitely... Oh, he got the gun back! Which is, to some extent, I feel like people would rather watch a game they understand, even if the game is not that great, versus DAE, 90% of chat is not going to know the rule set when they watch, and the whole chat is exclusively going to be concerned with whether or not you're following. Oh, you played a card during your equip phase. You're not allowed to do that. Please roll the whole game back 45 minutes and, you know, you get the idea. So, my whole philosophy, I fought hard for this idea, was I would rather play a 5 out of 10 game that everybody watching more or less can figure out the rule set for super easily than like a 10 out of 10 game that'll take 45 minutes of explanation. I see it. All right, this is big. I also would love to rescue my dog. We're still gonna play Munchkin, Malf. But I told Malf, Munchkin is not complicated, but it's about as complicated as I would want to play a game. In Tutty, at least. I really would prefer... Oh, no. Whatever. Is there an altar? There is an altar. Okay, maybe I will in that case. I'll use a bomb. You know what? Forget that for a second. Like, I appreciate all the suggestions, but essentially, you're not gonna like what I'm about to say. Unless the board game that you're recommending is in, like, the top 20 most well-known board games of all time, I'm probably gonna hit it with, like, a no, to be honest. Because I'm thinking, yes, of myself, but also of, like, the rest of chat. If your game could be amazing, not your game, but the game you recommend could be amazing, but at the same time, my number one priority is I want to make, like, a watchable experience. And if... one of the things that hurts watchability the most, in my opinion, is having to go over the rule set 5,000 times. It's okay. We can go down to 0 bombs here if we have to. It's not a big deal. Let's go. We got a seam. Sorry. It had to happen, though. I don't take any chances down here. Betrayal? Dude, Betrayal is one of those... Don't take this the wrong way, okay? I love Betrayal. Justin, if you're watching, I will be down to play Betrayal at some point. But, at the same time, that's a game where you gotta know the rule set. And the rule set is complicated. If you don't think it's complicated, please tell me. How often do you get a group together on meetup.com to play board games? There's people... You're not living in a representative world. A lot of people are like, the board games are pretty simple. Every second board game night, we play it. And I'm like, yeah, that's... We're not there. We're not there yet. Perhaps one day. Even if we know the rules, and this is, I'm not mad. I'd put on my mad voice, but I'm not mad. Mauled, maybe. I was telling Unity last night, sometimes I really do believe you have to trick chat into being entertained. You're not gonna... Many people will not agree with that. But sometimes the games that people suggest, I'm like... People predominantly will not find that entertaining. Without being rude, the people who love the game will be like, I love the game. But the people who have never heard of it before, who are like 85 to 95% of chat, are just gonna turn off the stream, or their eyes are gonna glaze over. If you're playing a game with your boys, or even for like a 1 hour segment on the NLSS or something like that, now and then, I'm like, I totally agree. Play good games. But if you're making like a product that you want to have like, you know, some kind of mass appeal, you gotta play by Hasbro's rules. You know what I mean? I was like last night, I was like, if you guys say you're like basketball fans, if you had the chance to watch a 5 out of 10 NBA game featuring your team, or the greatest like lawn bowling game of all time that's on, you know, channel 75, what do you choose? I think most people do not choose the greatest lawn bowling game of all time. I think most people go, it might not be the best NBA game I've ever seen, but I gotta, you know, I gotta follow my team. I already know the rules of basketball. I already like basketball. I've already put in the legwork. It's like, it's frictionless viewing. If you had the chance to watch episode 1400 of One Piece, or watch one episode of I Think You Should Leave, what are you gonna do? Dunka, 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 da dunk. We're on the ice caves, dude. Is it the Scrooge episode? I like the Scrooge sketch. It's not everybody's cup of tea. It's I Think You Should Leave by a mile. The skits, the funny characters, the button nose. Is the show meant to be funny? Is that the joke? On the man's widow? Dude, why is it so cursed? Is one of the most cursed exits I've ever seen. Just to be safe. I didn't realize there was a platform below it. That I'll just take the L on, but that's fine. 2 ropes, who cares? Better safe than sorry. Sounds like I'm not gonna pay for my crimes, to be honest with you. Sorry, what I meant to say was narrator voice. He would not pay for his crimes. Mathis has a face cam and he's talking in a horrible voice? What do you mean by horrible voice? Do you mean like he's putting on an accent to be a D&D character? Or do you mean like have his vocal cords, have they faced the problem? What's going on with my good friend Mathis? I have to know. He's just talking normally. You didn't have to do him like that. I have an obligation. Having failed so many Spelunky runs, I have an obligation to take the easiest path. I'm watching your Marvel video. And Michael Keaton plays the Vulture, not the Falcon. Numbnuts. You know what? I deserve that. Now that you mention it, he does indeed play the Vulture and not the Falcon. That's my mistake. That was dangerous. In fact, in hindsight, I don't see how I could have possibly gotten them confused. Hate that, dude. Oh, no. Well, that's playing it safe. Could have just left. But I was like, I don't want to use a rope. Whatever, dude. I'm out. Don't throw good money after bad. Ooh, skirt. Oh. Ah, crap. I really wanted that shotgun, brother. Go get your gun? No, it's okay. It's not worth a bomb. Unless it comes from a shopkeeper's hands. Narrator voice, he would not pay for his crimes. The staff is scary? Yeah, the staff's scary. I'll just get this one, dude. Never mind, he fell. Yeet. Let's go! Dunka, 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 dunk. Bodied. Please cast the staff into the pits of lava where it belongs. I don't want to be here anymore. Getting a little light on bombs. Where'd my dog go? Check this out. All we need to do is get him to drop the gun. If we can get him to drop the gun, we're safe. He dropped the gun. But I'm now scared because I was not in control of him dropping the gun. Let's go! You love to see it? There's no need for greed. Have you ever watched Sex Ed on Netflix? No. In fact, I'm so old. When I learned sex ed, it was in school. It was in school. A really big shoe. I could use the gun! Come on, dude. I'm so low on bombs. Send it. Easy sends. Oh, follow me, follow me. Follow me down here. You've already fired. Surely you've already fired. You know what? This is where you spend. He followed me at the last possible moment. This seems like a very realistic time to set the expectation that we probably will not complete the pentathlon today. We'll try, but we have a hard stop at Unity. Look, what do I blame that run on? 100% the shotgun slash terrible play on the ice caves is really what sold me. We're gonna try, though. All you had to do was bomb the shotgun. Hey, Elias Pettersson, all you had to do was not hit the post. You had a wide open net, brother. Is that the way we want to treat our elite athletes? You think they don't know what they're doing? I invented the pentathlon. Well, I invented this iteration. Turns out their great minds do think alike. This exact named thing does exist as well, but it uses Crypto the Necrodancer and Nuclear Throne instead. Obviously, they haven't seen my roguelike tier list, where those games did not necessarily get the same level of recognition. Oh yeah, please, pull out the ninja copy pasta. Bro, I don't understand. All you gotta do is kick. Like, if I had one job, I would spend tens of thousands of dollars on, like, training with monks in the Alps and, and sports psychologists. I can't believe they haven't thought of using the cure-all sports psychologist. Go ahead. Tell me there's not Buddhist monks in the Alps. I guarantee there are monks in the Alps. Might not be the mountain range with the most monks. There's probably monks in the Rockies, dude. I kind of agree with him, though. But how? Like, what do you mean you kind of agree with him? Like, how do kickers miss kicks? Because it's hard. Literally, like, they're the only people on Earth that are qualified to talk about how hard it is, because they're, like, the best 50 or 60 in the world at it. It's an inane take. If you have one job, you should do it to the best of your ability. This is bait. It's exclusively bait. I'm realizing now that it's bait. I hope. I love to not do my job to the best of my ability, where if I do it perfectly, I would make like, you know, tens of millions of dollars more than I otherwise would. There's just no incentive though. What's the point, dude? I think it was kind of rude to get on the dude just for asking a question, though. To be honest, he's not asking a question. And this, I think that you are coming at this from good faith, so I'm not mad. But a question that it boils down to, why don't kickers just kick the ball better? If I did their job, I would be better at it. That's not a question. That's a value judgment saying, like, these professionals don't know what they're doing and I would be better. It's not a question. A question would be like, hey, does anyone know like why field goal percentages and PAT percentages have gone down this year? It's really interesting to me that, you know, after years of them rising, now we're in a little bit of a lull. Instead, he asked, bro, why do these kickers suck? I'm not mad at him as a human being. It's just a bad question. Is not that, and that's my honest appraisal of why. I'm not saying it's okay that there was a pile-on, but at the same time, it was a very teachable moment to, you know, ask your questions in good faith, I suppose. You have no good questions, Paul. No. Oh, let's go. I heard the ding. Do not fear. I heard the ding. I heard the Chavez. Goodbye, my dog friend. Ah, crap. Oh, let's go. Where, Look, I'm not piling on, but somebody just asked, okay? Somebody just asked. What about that lady who was complaining that she didn't get, like, any subs in a half hour or whatever? Obviously, here's where I get annoyed, and I'm, like a reaction. I'm a reactionary to the reactions. I'm never the first person to react. My bad habit is I react to the first people to react and go, you know, I have an opinion on that. But here's the thing. Every sane and good streamer on Earth knows that the way that that lady was behaving is not correct and is entitled and dumb. The 15,000 people have to trip all over themselves to say it is kind of, that's where I'm at. You know what I mean? I get it. It's like, you know, you see something in your industry that's bad, and you want to go, hey, this is bad. I understand the temptation. At the same time, I'm like, yeah, I get it. There's a lot of, like, essentially, objectively bad stuff. That you could call out on a daily basis. Like, hold on, I'm thinking about this one. I don't know. It's just streamer Twitter. There goes my parachute. It's just my opinions on streamer Twitter. Where, like... Goodbye. Goodbye, cruel world. We can only care about one thing at a time. No, that's not what I'm saying. In fact, I would describe that as a Ninja-esque question. It's not that this thing is small, don't care about it. It's rather that it's obvious that this thing is bad and, like, literally nobody disagrees with it whatsoever. Do we need to have the discussion about it? I guess, if that makes sense. It's the social media, like, toilet, you know? Like today, there was a controversy because Justin Trudeau bought bougie donuts instead of buying cheaper donuts at Tim Hortons. Bunch of people on Twitter. Is there really a controversy over Justin Trudeau? What's the difference? Buying bougie donuts? This is ridiculous. Tim Hortons isn't even like a real Canadian company. That company supports real Canadian workers and blah, blah, blah. Only, I saw probably 5,000 tweets that were like basically verbatim what I just said, and quite literally 0 tweets. And I went looking that were like, screw Justin Trudeau for buying non-Tim Hortons donuts. It's like the blowback to a fake controversy is 10 times larger than the real controversy itself, and beyond that, it amplifies and legitimizes, in a way, a controversy that didn't exist in the first place. It's like if one dumbass said a dumbass thing, just kill me. And it was not replied to by 1,000 people who had, 6-figure followers. No one would have gotten that dumbass opinion. It just would have been that one dude's like 10 followers. Half of them would have been like, hey, shut up anyway, dummy. Instead, people legitimize it as if it's something that warrants a response. And then, 50,000 people chime in and go, yeah, this is dumb. But like a very small percentage of those people have melted brains and are like, actually, the original idiot was right in the first place. And it goes on and on and on. Sorry, thank you, Han Solo. I apologize. I was mid Tim Hortons rant. I apologize. Thank you for the gifted subs. It's basically just like, I don't know. I still struggle with my role in this. I try not to dunk on things that are obviously dumb on Twitter, but I also recognize, I think I've like rethought my role in the social media climate, and I think that I take a position that is different than a lot of streamers, where I don't really care about having my tweets represent anything to do with stream culture, and instead just want to entertain people. So, in a way, it's not fair for me to criticize, because I am, some people might prefer to follow a streamer who talks about issues related to the platform. But that's not me right now. Me right now is like, let's have some fun. I'm not saying, don't get political. I'm not saying keep, shut up and dribble. All I'm saying is that for me, dunking on that obviously toxic clip is not necessary. If that makes sense. Do people follow streamers to hear platform drama? I don't know, dude, but there is a lot of it for sure. And again, everybody is entitled to treat their social media presence however they see fit. But I'm like, I find it a lot of pearl clutching sometimes, where I'm like, dude, everybody knows this is bad. Obviously, nobody, no other streamer is gonna be like, she's right to try to shame her subscribers for not supporting her, It's, you know me, and this is my own bad habit. I'm trying to pull it back onto myself as well, just so I don't seem so rude. But like, it's the same thing. Like I always just like shake my head when there's like a tweet that's like, "Drink water, you dumb bitch," and it has like 250,000 likes. Maybe I just don't get it. Or I'm like, yeah, no shit. Drink water. You're 30 years old. You need a Twitter account to tell you to drink water? We're fucked, dude. This is hell. Hold on. Wasn't there... Where was that chest? Was it up here? Was it down here? It's down here. If everyone silently agrees and doesn't call something out, it makes it seem like we're complicit in it. That's just not the truth, though. If someone I've never heard of in my entire life does something shitty that I wouldn't have heard about, I am not complicit in it. There's like infinite content on the internet. That's just like this weird attitude where like if you're not constantly calling out stuff, then you're not helping. This is scary, dude. Okay, he's been activated. Just jump on the spikes. Just jump on the spikes, dude. Just jump on the spikes! And else right don't have standards, guys. That's what I meant. Actually, what I meant to say is how the heck is cyberbullying real? Just close your eyes and walk away, Lamau. I believe word for word, that's what I said. If you're not mad constantly about a variety of shit ranging from actual severe problems with the world to inane nonsense that nobody ever could have possibly known had you not spotlighted it, you're not doing your part. You heard it here. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. He's closer to the left. I do agree to some extent, by the way. We should probably move on, but whatever. Where people are like, if you see an egregious thing and you don't call it out, you're not doing your part. However, I think the issue is that we're not building any nuance into that. You know, what do you consider a travesty? You know? 1 billion people being mistreated? Most people would probably say yes. One streamer behaving badly on a platform? Where do you sit on that one? How about a restaurant charging $4 for sweet potato fries when you think it should be $2.50 instead? Like, I guess everybody's got their own line. I agree. I think it's a part of it is entertainment. Dude, we only have 2 bombs. This is... I think we gotta start here. I think we might be done on this one. Well, we can still continue. We just can't go to the black market, unfortunately. Dude, Spelunky's cursed today. What kind of world would we be living in if everybody thought the same as you? A world in which this streamer's obviously bad take never would have been broadcast to more than, you know, a few dozen people, probably. That's probably where I would take that one. You may disagree. It's another loaded question. It is. Have you learned nothing? Yo, this run is makeable due to royal jelly. And now I'm doing the same thing. And now I understand why it's so seductive. Because now I'm taking a misrepresentation and a distortion of comments from chat that represent bad faith arguments, and I'm spotlighting them and going like, people are being rude to me for just telling the truth. So I think there's a valuable learning lesson in here for all of us. Like always, question mark. That's a ninja question, dude! It's another loaded question. No, I'm not going to answer what the difference between a chickpea and a garbanzo bean is, because I already know the answer. You got baited, now you have to marry your mother-in-law? I don't think that was bait. I think that was genuine, and then when I crushed the opposition with facts and logic, they pretended it was bait. Sorry. Chase me. Way to go, dummy. You're dead now. Why did you show a Clue piece of branding if you're not going to play Clue on Tutty? We are going to play Clue on Tutty. We're just not going to play it on day one. There's your answer. See, that's a good question. Not a bad faith question. Least favorite way of praying? I don't consider that a controversial question. I just consider myself unqualified to answer. Yeah, I don't have an answer for that. I've only prayed 2 different ways. And by prayed, I mean pretended to pray. I have pretended to pray at like Christian and Catholic weddings where they ask you to bow your head. And I have pretended to pray at Japanese Shinto shrines where you throw a coin into a fountain and then rub your hands together. What about Josh's wedding? That would represent the former. Without a doubt. I'm not afraid to, oh my god, he admitted. When the person administering the wedding said, please bow your heads together and pray in exchange, or not in exchange, but, you know, in the hopes of blessing this couple, I just kind of closed my eyes. Well, there goes our shotgun, I guess. I didn't, you know, wish them ill will. And in my head, I was thinking, man, I hope they do good things together. But I was not praying. I was engaging in show prayer, which I have a lot of experience with. Every time grace is said, I've learned a couple of years ago. I think I asked the question, you know, is it more disrespectful as a non-believer to not, like, bow your head and close your eyes and take me away to paradise? Or, alternatively, is it more disrespectful to pretend to pray but not actually be praying? The answer is, who gives a shit? Just pretend to pray so that they don't ask you uncomfortable questions. They probably don't care either. Just do whatever you want to do. Generally speaking, you know, one of the last times, I really like to jump on your head and then have you drop the shotgun, but that does not appear likely. One of the last times I was forced to fake pray was a situation where I went over to my parents' friend's house for dinner, and I had like a little revelation where I was like, I am pay shit for this dinner. I'm just gonna pretend to pray. That's where the strength in my belief ends. Is I was like, free dinner? Praise be, sir. Absolutely. I don't know if I've seen a Spelunky run that has gotten this far and has literally one item. It's a great item. But like, usually you at least got like some other garbage. You know, you have like a, you know, spring shoes or something at least. Especially considering we've anchored the shopkeepers. Okay, here's what you do. Send them. Hey, dummy, it's me. Hey, you freaking dummy! Now, don't hit me! I hate you! God damn it! Alright. So I'm gonna edit my title. To remove Indie Pentathlon 2. Now it's just gonna say miscellaneous games. It can't be done. It can't be done in the next hour and 30 minutes. But I would like to at least complete a Spelunky run. No, I have not played the new Hades update yet. I would have if I'd gotten a little further today. Is spelled wrong? It is spelled wrong. It says L miscellaneous. Okay, there you go. I would have played it if we had made it that far. I don't know. Maybe we still will make it that far, but what are the odds? Honestly, the update doesn't seem large enough to warrant a immediate reappraisal. You know what I mean? Is not a euphemism. No. There's hours of new story content. I'm aware, and I know what I said. All right, Origin, we gotta have a talk about moderation, okay? I'm turning over a new leaf in 2020, as evidenced by that high T play. Here's my new moderation standards, okay? Meme spamming, completely fine, totally A-okay. It doesn't pop up that often. It's, you know, once or twice a stream, and it's just people cheering. You know, people are participating in the wave. However, I am, like, very much in favor of, timing out genuinely mean-spirited or just bizarre comments. I started yesterday, and I was having a great time. You know? We were talking about Team Unity, and somebody said there would be a lot more Team Unity games if Dan didn't have the attention span of a 3-year-old and a walnut brain. That comment felt extremely good to get time to time it out. I timed it out manually. It's one of the rudest comments I've ever seen in chat. Somebody else left a comment. And the comment said, I can't picture NL and Kate having sex. Don't at me. I timed them out for 10 minutes. I was just like, it's just a very bizarre comment to post, and if anything, I think I didn't just time you out for my own sanity, I timed you out because I don't want you to believe that that's an okay thing to, like, say to a stranger. That one, is just weird, and as a result, I thought, you know what, you need to get slapped on the wrist for this one. They had timed out another one. I said, you know, I don't want to play X game on Unity, and somebody who had the audacity to not even be subscribed said, being not open to trying new things is why you've plateaued as a content creator. To which I replied, timeout 600. Just a really, like, over-the-line comment about someone's business, especially when you're, like, supposed to be a fan of theirs, is just, like really unacceptable. So stuff like that, I very much support the timing out. I don't want to become one of those streamers who's like any negative comment gets timed out. But certainly, one of your friends has a brain the size of a walnut. Yeah. I mean, for real? Even like, I think if Mouth said that, like, for example, Apollo's brain was the size of a walnut, I would be like, you know, you can say it because you're friends, but also that crosses the line. For a stranger to say it is 1,000% across the line. So that's the new culture I'm trying to imbue in 2020. Is essentially like, if you're being a little pseudo-toxic as a joke, that's fine, most of the time. If you're crossing the line in a deliberate fashion, very open to Timeout City, just to create a more hospitable environment for everybody, including the non-weirdos in chat. How do you differentiate a meme and a serious comment? The honest answer to that question is probably sometimes what you think is a joke will be taken seriously, and you know, that's just the price you pay for riding the line as a commenter, to be honest. Yeah, if you're worried about it, just don't say it. It's another way to think about it. Also, I would ask the question, I suppose. Why rush to the defense? Sorry, let me say it again with the word right. Why trip over yourself to rush to the defense of clear rudeness? Won't somebody think of the rude people? That's not you. You're just begging the question. Hold on, no ghost, please. This could be easily the run, by the way. I meant to sacrifice you. My mistake. Moving on. I did also mean to kick your phone. If these new pseudo standards that I very formally came up with in approximately 10 seconds rub you the wrong way, to the point that you no longer find the chat environment hospitable, then that's okay. You may leave and find the environment you're looking for someplace else. If you want an anything goes environment, might I suggest twitch.tv/flakblag. It's a lawless Wild West, where you can shitpost to your heart's content. Corey will never ban you. he might time you out, but even that is fairly unlikely. But here, we stay in a community that has healthy boundaries and accepts that sometimes the streamer has to put rules in place to protect not only, the mental health of the streamer, but the mental health of, the other people in chat as well. And then beyond that, the other thing, I mean, you know me, I'm very anti-streamer, as has been said many, many times. I do think streamers oftentimes could stand to take things a lot less personally. And whenever they get a negative comment, you should, it's not really this simple, I guess, but you should try not to let it ruin your whole day, just because, one 13-year-old kid said, haha, or ugly. But, we're ah! He can't get in. But, we're trying to get a little of both in today's twitch.tv/Northern Lion ecosystem. I've learned a lot about community through experiments last year. Oh, he's dead. There's two things that I think cause problems in community on Twitch. One of them is people just being rude. And for that, what can you do? You can have standards in place that are like, hey, don't be a douchebag. That's about it, You can't really stop people from coming in and leaving a drive-by comment that's like, I hate you. You gotta have, there's no preemptive strike for that. You know what I mean? Anybody can leave one drive-by negative comment. The other thing is the exact opposite, and is when people in the community play favorites to the point, another beehive. They play favorites to the point that, like, if anybody says something that is even perceived as slightly unfair to their favorite community member, it's like they go friggin' off. Those are the two things that frustrate me the most. So we're working on it. It's constantly going to be a work in progress, but we're working on it. Anyway, I hope it doesn't come across as too negative, because like I've got a channel update that I'll probably put out tomorrow. I was gonna put it out today, but I ran out of time with the tier list, to be honest. But like, I'm loving life right now. I see the black market too. Let's take things super safe. Everything's going great on YouTube. Everything's going great on Twitch. Yeah, there was negativity surrounding the Roguelite Pentathlon on Sunday. Is honestly 1000% my bad for not communicating that, there was a soft time cap involved, So I'm not in a negative place. Rather, I'm in a positive place. And I want to keep that positivity going, So I talk about this inside baseball stuff, not to be like, oh, being a streamer is so hard. But rather, just to give you some perspective as to, like where we're at in this ride of life. You know what I mean? Somebody just got eaten, dude. Just keep shooting for a sec. Because this guy, he could climb up this staircase. I mean, I talk about it in the, like, it's not really like a channel update. It's kind of channel update-esque. But, like, did people really think I was going to play for, like, a marathon stream for the pentathlon? Yes. Did I say I was going to? No. But this is the first time I've ever done, like, an announcement for a stream in my entire existence on this platform. So I think people were like, oh, he put work into the announcement. It must be a special event. Where for me, I was like, hey, I've got 20 minutes. I'll just cut a trailer really quick, and, that'll get people more excited. We just had a difference of expectations. I was like, it'd be fun to make, like, some kind of special trailer for this. And people were like, oh, you made a trailer. It must be, like, a once-in-a-lifetime event. And I'm like, you know what? I can totally see why people would have believed that. Absolutely. Oh, dude, this is a dream come true right here. Look at that. Easy money. I agree with you. It's a quality problem to have when people complain about your stream not being long enough, for sure. That's one of those things where, you know, people love your restaurant, but they leave you like a 4-star review instead of a 5-star review. That's like the portion sizes are too small. That's something I can work on, and obviously the core idea was well liked to begin with. So, you know, again, it's something I talk about like in the like channel update. While we're trying new things, some of them are not going to work, you know? Hopefully that's a vault. I don't think it's a vault. I think my man just got frozen over there. Let's leave. Oh no, it is a vault. Maybe both though. Like that's the thing about trying new things. You know, I think one of the reasons I hesitate to say like I was ever stuck in a rut on YouTube, but like one of the reasons I made so much of the same style of content is honestly like a built-in fear that like if I do something new, maybe people won't like it. So like instead of devoting time to that, why not devote time to, you know, stuff that I already know people like? And I've kind of, you know, I've tried to break out of that now and get into this mindset of like, hey, let's look at it from like the opposite perspective. Maybe it won't be liked. Maybe it will be liked. And, you know, a lot of things exist in kind of like that middle ground where it's like a little liked. Some people love it. Some people didn't like it at all. And a lot of people have like a little bit of criticism about it, but they otherwise liked it. Like, okay, so if that happens, it's whatever. You invested 2 hours. Like, you can afford to throw 2 hours to the wind to try something new and fun. And if it works, great. If it doesn't work, you know, big whoop. You took a stab at it. You know what doesn't work in the future. I have class in an hour. Do I go? What's the class? I'm going to be honest, regardless of the answer, you definitely should go, because it's also the 3rd week of January. You should attend your class all the time to begin with, but if you were ever not going to attend, you know, the first lecture back after break is probably good, but like the lectures after that, no. You got to go to those. Like, for God's sakes, do not... If you're going to skip class, I hope you have a good reason. Do not skip class to watch my stream. That's embarrassing. I've been there. I agree. I've been there too. I skip class to play Civ 4 sometimes. And, you know, you might be saying, like, that's good. You need a break sometimes. And I'm like, yeah, but... That was beautiful. That was a beautiful Rube Goldberg machine. But like, I was just like, you know, it's midterm prep. Who needs it? I'd rather play 50 minutes of Civ 4. 99 bombs. Wait a minute. I was supposed to die there to go to hell. I forgot. Whatever. We'll just kill Olmec. What, dude, I'll take what I can get on this run, okay? We've had a very cursed day of Spelunky. Oh my god. Yeah, no, I'm not blaming Spelunky. Believe you me. I am blaming me. Anyway, that's my thoughts. And that's, you know, I've screwed myself because you don't even need to watch the you don't even need to watch the channel update now. That was the whole purpose of the channel update was like, hey, if you've been liking the new stuff, thank you for your support. If you don't like it, that's a valid opinion and I understand, but we're going to be trying out a bunch of new stuff because here the nugget of wisdom that I came up with was very good in my opinion. It was like, there was a time on YouTube where I think people got tricked into watching me because they liked the game that I was playing. And now, like 5 years later, they're like, oh crap, he made another Isaac video. I gotta watch it. Now, for whatever reason, people like me. And I don't say whatever reason to be dismissive. It's more just like, you know, it wasn't by design. And I think that we might have a larger number of people that are like, I'd love to watch more of this guy's content, but he keeps playing that dumbass game over and over. So instead, trying to give people the opportunity to watch more stuff that I make. Get out of here, sir. No, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to shoot you. I'm trying to give people the opportunity to watch more stuff that I make that isn't Isaac. This is bad. I think we should get off screen. I want him to shoot the crocodile and get telefragged. I hate these goddamn crocodiles, dude. I personally want 3 Isaacs a day. I think that you are joking, but simultaneously, come on! Simultaneously, no. That's my full stop answer for you. Like, you have enough. Go back and watch earlier ones. There's enough. I've seen them all. Well, there's a new one every day, okay? But you're not getting 3 a day. You might get more per day when the DLC comes out, but you're not getting 3 a day. At least not, you know, immediately. Dude, just mess yourself up. Get out of here, you damn crocodile. He's teleporting again, dude. Very strong chance we beat Olmec, dude. How long do you think Isaac will last after the DLC? I'm not comfortable answering that question at this present moment, but the answer is probably less than 1 year. I think post DLC, that will be the time will be right for Isaac to be done with forever. I'm very, and I mean this in the it's not the most sincere way possible. It's just literally peak sincerity. I am very fortunate I have managed to avoid the pit that like a lot of YouTubers have fallen into, where they got like famous for one game and then they can't afford to ever stop playing it. You know? I'm lucky that we got out of that. I also worked my ass off to get out of it. 'Cause like, you know, People, I think they might look at it and be like, oh, you just got lucky, or like, you know, you're naturally entertaining or whatever. But I did also stream for like, you know, years, streaming stuff that wasn't Isaac, where if I just streamed Isaac, I probably would have like had 50% more viewers during that time. But it was like a long-term project, you know? It was like, I don't want to just be forced to play Isaac for the rest of my life. Hold on, I'm closing my malware bytes. So I've always had that, like, you know, I've really leaned hard into that variety, dude. I'm very thankful to have been there, but we're at the point where like my Isaac stuff is not even close to my most popular stuff anymore. Like it's amongst my least popular stuff. It performs like as well as the worst performing Northern Lion tries, which is fine because it's 10 times easier to produce than a Northern Lion tries, because I can just whip out 6 of them without having, you know, any preparation time whatsoever. So, and there's something to be said about that, for sure. And plus, you know, like I buy a lot of the Northern Lion tries stuff, so, you know, the margins are a lot better on Isaac. But the time is definitely right to be at the intersection. I thought the thing was going to fall on me. To be at the intersection of, like, it's not the only thing people want to watch anymore, and we've also seen all the fucking content in it 3,000 times. I can't believe it. It's been done. It took an hour and 40 minutes. Dunka, 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 dunk, 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 dunk. All right, we'll close this up. We'll try Spire. I mean, we need the practice, to be honest, so. Yeah, today's the indie biathlon. Hold on. The process is still running in the background. If you stop doing Isaac, will you put something in that's like a podcast style? I would always love to have something to put in that, like something on my channel that is just like a stream of consciousness. The problem is like, and this is not meant to be negative. Like, for example, I'm not saying this is going to happen, and I'm not putting my man on the spot, but I would love to do a podcast or something with Mouth instead of Isaac or something like that. Just spitballing. The thing is, I don't know what we'd talk about. It is hard to just have a podcast that's like, hey, we're just going to like talk for an hour or something like that. But at the same time, it feels like dumb to start a podcast that has a theme. And the theme is like, you know, like what's the theme? You know what I mean? I don't want to do an NHL podcast. Yeah, it's just a podcast about two dudes talking. I don't know. It feels weird, but maybe that's my own limiting belief right now. Can I post the link? If you can post the link without me having to change a setting, please post the link. If you can't post the link without me changing a setting, you cannot post the link. Because I'm not changing anything in the meantime. Honestly, a lot of these are really good, but Fiendfire early is super nice. He did it. He hacked the system by highlighting the message. A moderator has deleted this message. I hope not. A series where you read Steam reviews? Now we're talking. I only have 2 strikes in the deck. You know what? Go ahead. We're going to draw them both next turn anyway. Candyland is such a weak game. Yeah, but the thing is, like, it doesn't matter. Because of the scaffolding we've wrapped it in, the games literally... The points are made up and the games don't matter. The heck is Blessing of the Forge? Upgrade all cards in your hand for the rest of combat. Interesting. Think we made a mistake last time by not upgrading Bash earlier. We had so little damage. So 5 max HP is like pretty good, but I think 1 strength is very, very helpful. Resync your webcam. Thank you. What does the Y in Tutty stand for? It stands for, why are you so concerned with what it stands for? Trust me, I went to, like, thesaurus.com. It's pretty good. And I looked up, like, every synonym for, like, event, competition, etc., that starts with a Y. There is none. I know you're gonna suggest some stuff that I've already seen, and you're gonna be like, I forgot about Orichalcum. You're gonna be like, what about Yedathon? What about yearly? I've seen them. I'm not taking any chances on this one. King of Tokyo instead of Yahtzee would be cool. Akabeko, dude. Akabeko plus I forget what it's called. Fiendfire is insanely good. Insanely great, actually. We should never... You got Orichalcum, dude. Anyway, what was I gonna say? King of Tokyo is amazing, and I pitched it, and I shot it down. You know why I shot it down? Because I'm a man of principle. I think it's a very, very good game. However, I also think I believe in the concept that most of chat could learn the rules, but probably won't. And as a result, a lot of people that otherwise might have been interested in watching it won't watch it. I want the rule sets for these games to be so easy to follow that they're almost boring. King of Tokyo is easier than any board game you've ever played. Absolutely, like, wrong and false. What? How is it easier than Candyland? When I said literally, I didn't mean like on a literal level. Yo, give me bag of prep. The Virgin Walk. And... apparently I have to go to class. See ya. Enjoy your class. I'm just taking the HP because it can't be bad. Now for you, it's tough. Both Flame Barrier and Disarm crush it for sure. But I think I'd go Disarm. Clothesline's pretty good here too, but I don't think we're going to need it. We'd rather just do that. You know what? Why not? Oh, no, 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 no. Oh, no, 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 no. Two potions, though? No, we're gonna play Munchkin. First off, it's like Malph's ultimatum game. Secondarily, I think Munchkin is able to be followed for sure. I think we do this to preserve a single defense. Here's the thing. King of Tokyo was my suggestion. I feel comfortable yeeting it. I made my opinion known to Malph many times about complexity. He said I still want to play Munchkin. Then we're playing Munchkin, you know? I'm not going to get in a 15-minute argument with a friend of mine to try to take his favorite game ever out of the pool. I need the energy, I think. Just remember the amount of resistance I've had to push back against when 4 weeks from now, everybody goes, oh, Tutty was so good, dude. I can't wait till next year. This is, it's amazing. Just you wait, dude. I'm trying to think of a... mathematically, I bet we can get feed to work here. 17. You'll have 20... you'll have 43. I think we just ice you. I think I need good blocks. Spot weakness is nice. Actually, I think uppercuts are a card, personally. But I do want some more blocks for sure. Dunk-a-dunk. Dunk-dunk-dunk-dunk. Dunk-dunk-dunky. What about a mod that changes all instances of exhaust to yeet in Slay the Spire? Could be a fun time. Who are you? Oh, we got a chance for revenge, boys. We're not taking that second disarm, though. We need damage without a doubt. So I think I'm going to take Whirlwind, actually, for some better AoE for the elites in advance. Infernal Plus is great, though. I agree. I have played this game about 850 times. So I'm on the level with you on that one. I can live with that. The Y doesn't stand for anything. The Y is whatever you want it to be. Sir, this is a Wendy's. It's a longer fight than I'd like. But I think we're doing a lot better than last time. Like, a lot better than last time. Basic attacks, you have no home here any longer. Whirlwind gets upgraded. Uppercut also needs to get upgraded. Oh, this is a great time to use this. Well, actually, hold on. Donkey. We need 4 cards to kill. This is a tough one because I don't really want to use 4 strikes. We got enough attacks. We can afford to lose 4 strikes. That's actually a good point. We could have saved it for a Whirlwind or a Cleave. That would have done a lot for us. Very valid point. It's okay. It's okay. It's the cost of doing business. Why not call it TUTTI and the I could stand for invitational? You're gonna make me say it, aren't you? It's all made up. The whole shebang is just made up. What I'm doing right now is make believe. The videos I posted on YouTube today, it's a veneer of persona on top of my real life. It's all arbitrary and it's fake. It's kayfabe. I'm not even actually bald. Oh my god, he believe it. I'm not using Ekabeko very well, though. It's gonna hurt more than I'd like, but we're okay. Ekabeko is kind of trash. It wouldn't be if we actually drew some of our AoE on turn 1. We just, honestly, we've had kind of crap luck there. I do think we need a block. Armaments is not that good, but we kind of, I think our hand's a little forced, to be honest. Sure. I'm gonna rest just to stay safe. I know it's a cowardly approach. NL's thumbnails are at a normal angle. I sleep. NL's thumbnails rotated 30 degrees. Real shit. Extremely great meme. Very, very good meme. Dunky, dunk, dunk. Dunka, dunk, dunk. Yeah, I do need to try new fire breathing, but like I really don't want to. Because this is for the biathlon, dude. I gotta try. I gotta stay as fresh as possible. This is for this is for some of the marbles, dude. At least one marble. Dude. Akabeko plus mutagenic strength. We can have a real strong turn 1 if we draw the right stuff. This is the right stuff. The fact that we got 1 energy in return is hilarious. We're probably going to get him next turn, so we'll take a small hit here. We'll get him in 2 turns. We will wait for feed on the next turn. It's pretty good, but I still think we need some blocks. I understand, but 80 HP I think is fine for this guy. I think I think it's the right time to upgrade armaments. Turn 1 is of the utmost importance here. Whirlwinding for 80 is still pretty freaking strong. You love it? You love it? You like it? You do it? Chad's back for revenge. He's hitting us, but it's not that bad. Man, this is a beautiful hand to get yeeted. I don't mind losing the whirlwind. So I think you play the clothesline and then the fiend fire. Now he's taken a turn to rearm himself. That's fine. You should expect nothing less. Dunk, donkey, dunk, donkey. Draw. Make everything better. Make him worse. Hit him where it hurts. Take no damage. Smack him. Just save 2 and you're good to go. I hate to lose Ghostly Armor, but I think this is the right play. Not looking bad. You saying Tunky really bothers me for some reason? And this is my problem how? Oh, he's done. Figure out what you do, Tonky. Tonky doesn't swear! Okay, we've done it, dude. Certainly, this is a double tap situation. Oh, baby. Power Lord. Tonky doesn't talk. Oh my god. See ya. I don't want to add that right now. Please draw Whirlwind. Brother, I'm going to hit you with some straight sauce. I don't believe we should attack at all. That's my new thing. I'm the man who doesn't attack. I wait until turn 2, and then I attack. If we don't draw it turn 1. No double tap. Really makes you think, but you know what? Still think 100 damage is nothing to sneeze at. Turns out it's something to sneeze at, dude. It's a nasty hit. It make him harder? Probably made him harder. Is my guess. Why not block twice? Because we have Orichalcum and -2 dexterity due to our frailty. So if we played both of our energies, we'd get to 6 block. But it would take longer. And we get to 6 block anyway if we have 0 block. Any other questions? Again, these are loaded questions. Because if you say, why not block? 1 question mark. Very respectful. Why didn't he block? He had 2 energy, 10 question marks. You're setting yourself up to look like a fool. Okay? 1 question mark, genuine question. 10 question marks, how could the streamer be so stupid? Any questions, sweetheart? I'm gonna teach you how to behave respectfully. If it takes the rest of my goddamn life. You've already got 3 vulnerability on you. So I'm gonna go for the Galaxy Brain. Can't play them all. Ooh. Turns out we could have. Yeah. No. Give me 1 colorless card. Ooh, you love to see it. Bottled Flame, Whirlwind. GG. No re. As far as I'm concerned, it's a good upgrade situation to get a super double tap. It's fantastic. This is not great. I wish we hadn't come here. I wish we hadn't come here. I'm not even supposed to have been here. Dunk. Yeah. No. You know what? Take my max HP. Take cleave. Thanks, you just made my deck stronger. Oh, let's go! I will say, I am a little worried about our damage output. Ah, shit. We gotta outlast this dude. I'd rather not use Fiend Fire if we don't have to. Take 1 damage, it's okay. Fiend Fire could come back and save us in a dangerous situation in the future. When the run, like when he's doing real damage instead of this baby damage. Why not block? Brother, I'm gonna block you. I have Orichalcum. I have Orichalcum, dude. I have a relic that allows me to get 6 block if I play 0 block. Whatever, this was actually not that bad. Everything went completely fine. I hate this guy too, dude! Whatever, brother. Who dares wins. That could be worse. Big attacks, please. Yes, but you had played armaments which made your block better. Look, I'm not interested in relitigating 2016, okay? We're moving on. Just yeet him, dude. So you're saying there's a chance. This is a very, very good start. This time, we will play the... We'll play the block. Does that make you happy, you savages? Good. I want you to be happy. Trying to create a conducive environment here. Save that Fiend Fire. It's spiced, so let's take this for now. It'll be good in the future. Bad draw. It's a nasty turn. Can't deny that. I'm not, like, mad, but, like, I know there's blocks in this deck. Somewhere. There they are. It's spice, dude. Not too spiced. Not too spiced. We really wanted a good attack, but I will live with this. Ladies and gentlemen, we've done it. The Indie Biathlon has been completed. Next, we're gunning for time, okay? We're trying to complete as many games as possible. So what comes next? You're gonna love this, brother. Isaac. A guaranteed, the fastest possible of all of the games.
Isaac and his mother lived alone in a small house on a hill.
This is to equal
Isaac kept to himself,
Sunday's performance
playing with his toys.
after an absolutely god-awful series of Spelunky runs. I will not move Cam, okay? We're not using this save file. You didn't see that. I'm on normal difficulty. This doesn't count. This is what's known as a factory reset. There you go. I'm like, oh, I gotta stay so focused. Does this only go to mom? Why does Isaac not have the D6, dude? Yes. Let's go. All right, okay, here we go. Now we're starting. Oh, baby. -3? This isn't my real save file. I haven't touched this save file since like 2017. When I recorded my last Isaac episode for the backlog. Yeah, I exclusively use this for scrimming and theory crafting, because I don't want to tank my elo. It's mostly for, like, meme builds when I'm drunk, you know? I don't want to ruin my standing in ESEA. It's my Smurf account? No, that I do not I don't condone having a Smurf. I believe if you buy a Smurf account, you should be banned from that game for all time. Moreover, anybody who disagrees with me, this is not fair, but it's my stream. Anybody who disagrees with me, I get it. You have a Smurf account. I can see why you'd be defensive about it. No, I only have a Smurf account because, dude, sometimes my rating gets too high by accident because the system's messed up. So I buy a Smurf account exclusive. I want to play with my friends without ruining my ladder rank. So what I do is make a new account to make 5 other people miserable so that I can be slightly happier. Because my self-esteem is tied into my in-game elo. Look, here's the thing. You want to atone? There's only one way. If you want to atone for having a Smurf, subscribe. That's it. Oh, hello. Enjoy your lunch, Kate. He's done it. He's engineered the hype train. Choo choo, the hype train's leaving the station. Love you too. The only time I like a Smurf account is when I play a competitive game with a friend of mine who's very good. And then he uses his Smurf account to play with me so that he plays people at my level and then destroys them. So that I get a lot of wins that I don't deserve. That's the dream. Is that the dream on the man's widow? PUBG with Austin? No, because Austin isn't a coward. He uses his only account to play PUBG, and then he carries the 3 of us against competition that's arguably as good as he is. That's extremely honorable. That's the opposite of having a Smurf account. That's having 3 weights tied around your ankles and then trying to go swim across the English Channel. Who? That was the cadence of Who Let the Dogs Out. I will use my bomb. It's tempting. For a speedrun, that's a temptation. I see your spirits are fine on this. Our spirits are high on this fine Tuesday. Nothing to be negative about. Honestly having a good month. It started well today. We had to get something in our home repaired. The maintenance guys arrived literally on the minute they said they were going to arrive and fixed it within like 5 minutes. It was beautiful. That doesn't happen very often. Did you tip them? No, because everything in our home is under warranty. If anything, moving into a place and having something break within 6 weeks, they should tip me because we got scammed. They should tip me for having to wake up early to let them in to fix a problem that was not my fault to begin with. Yeah, let's do it. It's pretty much what you want out of a pseudo speedrun situation. Things just got a whole lot more interesting. Nope. Really should have gone with Charmer the Vampire, but that's okay. Pretend I've never seen Isaac. What's going on? Nope. I will not. You can figure it out. Watch what happens when we shoot enemies, and then you can reverse engineer the rest, I promise. There's two different kinds of streamers on planet Earth. One of them makes edited videos. Let me give it to you in a first grade vernacular. Escape from Tarkov is not a battle royale. It's not a looter shooter. And then the other type of streamer, explain this game to me. Nope. You've got an internet connection. You can figure it out. Tarkov is a looter shooter. To be fair, I don't know if in the video he says it's not a looter shooter. I only know the music from the video. Dunk, 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 dunk. I think in theory, if we had a 20-minute Isaac run and a 35-minute Hades run, we could finish 4 games. This run suck, hold R. Let me give it to you in a first grade vernacular. The Binding of Isaac is not a battle royale. That dude would be sick though. Would be sick though. Shouldn't have done this. No, I'm not going to the item room. It's a speed run. That's why I'm fighting Mega Fatty with default damage right now. You wouldn't understand. It's a good speed run technique to get Mega charged up. Spend 10 minutes to save 1 minute. What about the shop? That's where I spend my money. If I had any! NL, can you play RuneScape, please? No. I'm on a no ladder right now. If you would like me to answer no to any questions, now's a good time to ask them. Here's a good sample for you. Are you going to play Breath of the Wild this Sunday? No. Chat, what did I miss, by the way, on 90 Day this week? I only caught part of Pillow Talk. It seems like Robert and Annie are having some problems. What about Anna and Mersal, though? Did he go back to Turkey? I saw in the preview, Anna was like, my sons are really upset that Mersal left. And I was like, I don't think they are, though, Anna. I don't think they are. You know? I think they're pretty pretty pleased Mersal went back to Turkey, to be honest. Not Meursault. Meursault went to Morocco. Yeah, I've read Albert Camus' The Stranger. He didn't go to Morocco, though? Sorry, when I said Morocco, what I meant was Algeria, obviously. The wickedly talented Albert Camus. Gotta say, it's a heck of a speed run so far. World record pace. Hello, darkness, my old friend. You said no item room? I told you I have orichalcum. People never listen, dude. Starting to think that what I should have done is take Shoop de Whoop. Ah, son of a gun. Ah, son of a gun. To be a fly on the wall when they added this curse to the game. Like this comment that says NL's brain is dead. Origin, I would say that's just about on the exact borderline. I've not yet decided if that's on the side of timeout or on the side of ha 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 ha, but I'm thinking it's close to the side of timeout because it's like I don't want that to accelerate into more negativity. You know what I mean? I mean, personally, I don't know who you are. I don't want to sound ridiculous. I don't know who this man is. He could be walking down the street. I wouldn't know a thing. Sorry to this man, but I don't know you, and to call a stranger brain dead. To their face. Behind closed doors in private Discord messages, it's part of the job. To his face. Kind of not okay. Pretty rude. Oh. We're doing it, dude. 9 lives, Abaddon, deal with the devil, and we're rolling. Not really that rude. Okay, the prosecution went first this time. I would like the defense to suggest why calling a stranger brain dead is not rude. Or sorry, your words, not really that rude. The defense is your turn to take the stand. I just don't like this guy, so I'm toasting him. It's the context? Yes, you have the floor. Please explain. I see nothing. I see no replies. And you know what? Answers. To that, I say, he does not get timed out. You know why? Offering no defense is the first step towards recognizing that you were not in the right. Offering a very half-hearted defense without merit is a show of no contrition. No defense is a show of contrition, and as a result, you will not be timed out for 600 seconds. But let it be a lesson to everybody. I will be very upset if it turns out he's writing an essay. If he's just been typing a 500-word essay. I thought we lived in a country where we had free speech. I didn't realize that in the modern era, if you say something you disagree with, I could be thrown in a digital prison. This is just, you know who else silenced people? Please stop. Does Canada have a Bill of Rights? We do. It's called the Charter of Rights and Freedoms. Step 1 of the stage 1 of the Charter of Rights and Freedoms is if you come into somebody else's chat and call them brain dead, we will provide you no asylum. JT's got my back. 16 in the clip and 1 in the hole. Eggman is about to make some bodies turn cold. Eggman and JT had to regulate. Dude, we're not even gonna make boss rush.
The sun.
But isn't this how, like, a lot of speedruns on, like, one-time speedruns tend to go? Like, I remember they've run Isaac at GDQs twice, I think. And I seem to recall some discourse on both of them that was like, you know, the run was okay, but it wasn't as fast as it could have been. It's just such a, it's a random derived experience. Eggmail, what do you think affected your humor the most as a child? 100% I attribute any good humor I have to a couple of different things. One is being an only child, so I watched a lot of media. That's just step one. It gives you a great bedrock in, like, references. Like, if you wonder how the well of references is so deep, there's your answer. That plus, I don't know what the motivation is for this, but I think it's a lot of people can relate to this. In conversation, my brain is always, and has been like this as long as I've been alive, has always looked for the funniest reply to every possible comment. Even when I'm having a serious conversation, my brain's first instinct is always to be like, how would we make a punchline out of what this person has just said to me? I don't know where that comes from, but I think that's, you know, I got a lot of practice making, like, a lot of truly terrible jokes. And then, you know, it helps you make better jokes in the future. Whatever, I've always just liked to entertain people. Where that comes from. She ever come now. She ever come now. She ever come now. You guys hear it? It's a little band. It's called the Velvet Underground. I'm not sure if you've heard of them. This cat, dude. Good instinct. Why don't you use that during streaming? I found the kid that says that's what she said after every comment. I found the guy in every friend group who turns every innocuous phrase into the most obvious double entendre ever and wonders why people only give him pity laughs. Oof. That's my number one. Well, it depends. You got to know your audience, right? That's like supposedly the number one rule of humor. You got to know your audience. If your audience are not comedically sophisticated, sure. That's what she said. That's what your mom said last night, etc., etc. I would recommend it. If you're ever in a conversation with me, I'm telling you, it better be of an incredible double entendre if you're going to say that's what she said. The way to bail out of it is if nobody has a better reply and you feel the double entendre, what you do is go, that's what she said. Like you say it in a dumb voice so that everybody knows that you know that it's dumb. If you go, that's what she said, am I right? I will only give you a laugh like, haha. But if you say it ironically, there's a chance I'll give you like a haha, I see what you did there at least. Ruka is just, he's insane. You ever look at somebody and just wonder what they're thinking? This cat gives more attention than that new Hillary Clinton documentary on Hulu. And yet still, he whines for more. No thank you. No thank you. Ruka! Come here, buddy. Ruka. Hello. Ruka. Hello, my son. Welcome. It is roughly your dinner time. I mean, it's not for like half an hour, but I can understand why you would be a little hungry, so I'm not mad at you for that, but you get punished for being a good pet owner. I don't want my son to get cat diabetes. Hello, Tomo. I don't want my son to get cat diabetes, so I make sure I feed him at the same time every single day, so that he's not, you know, overindulging. I want him to be healthy, right? As a result, he whines for like 3 hours a day. If I just fed him as much as he thought that he wanted and let him get morbidly obese, he would never bother me. It's a cruel twist of fate. He might still whine. I don't know. I don't know, because I'm not willing to test that. We just leave food out all the time and our cats are in good shape. Really? What do they bench? I mean, if you say they're in good shape, you should know like what they're capable of. Yeah, does he want to square up? I'm just saying, I could beat up that cat. If that cat stepped to me and was causing problems, I could take it. My cat could beat up your cat. I'm just gonna level with you. Any cat, like the average cat, could probably beat up Tomo. That's why I love Tomo, though. He's a gentle spirit. Ruka, I'm not saying he's the strongest cat in the world, but my man is, He's like sinewy. He looks like we got his fur trimmed, and he looks like a shaved chimpanzee. He's got like a 12-pack. It's actually kind of gross. That being said, Ruka is also a huge coward. Like, whenever strangers come to the house, he hides, like, immediately. How much does Ruka bench? I bet Ruka could bench 4 kilos. If a cat could somehow bench. That's like double his body weight. I bet he could. Ah, shit. First off, that's double his body weight. Yeah, but due to the square cube law, it's not actually like... Like, yes, it is still double his body weight, but it's not as... The less you weigh, the less impressive it is to lift a factor of your body weight. Didn't expect to get hit on room 1. How is your cat only 2 kilograms? You know what? I was incorrect. Ruka is like 4 kilos. So it is like, it's about 1 times his body weight. Which is not even that impressive. Now that I think about it. No, I've never seen a cat bench press before. I'm just saying that if I picture him as a human being and then extrapolate it or interpolate it to cat form, I think he's got about probably like a 1.x body weight bench. By the way, you can't tell me I'm wrong. Unless you've seen him fail it. Because, like... ladies and gentlemen, he's lost the pentathlon on Isaac. It's a new world. That being said... That run was like good, but also a stinker simultaneously. It was like a not entertaining Isaac run. Another test run has failed. We got 15 minutes here. Now that we've gotten the bad runs out of the way, the next runs are going to be legit. I have to tell you... Oh, no sound on that anymore, huh? But why? Is it because of that? That's weird. The most controversial video I've ever uploaded. The Marvel Cinematic Universe tier list has come out. I do have to say, analytically speaking, it's not blowing the doors off. That's okay. We're trying new things. Let's see some of the comments here. Particularly, like the He cannot be stopped. The Year of the Egg. Keaton's villain is named the Vulture, not the Falcon. Definitely true. I'm pogged out of my mind. You have to go back and watch the OG Avengers. I did in 2017. But thank you for the suggestion. He said the bird wrong. S tier, Hulk, D tier, literally every other movie made in the past 1 million years. What a strange comment. Dude, you're right. Chat stopped moving on the right side of the screen, too. OBS is having some issues today. Oh, you know what you do? Usually you just hit like a refresh on it. It'll work, but that's what happens when you die in Isaac. Civil War was a dumpster fire. I might have believed it could be plausible for it to be a movie about human beings if all the characters were 10 years old. Plus, and I assume that this goes without saying in that comment, at no moment in the movie does Iron Man take off his suit to take a dump. Are we expected to believe that he just shits in the suit? Okay, what about Captain America, though? He doesn't have any kind of waste filtering abilities in his suit. And yet we don't even see him. Not only does he never shit, he never even pisses or burps or sneezes. Like, come on. He's a super soldier, but like, he's still a human being. This man says he likes Paul Rudd, then proceeds to compliment him, then proceeds to rate the Ant-Man movies lower than they should have been. He's lost it. A to both, fuck whoever thinks otherwise. A to both, frick whoever thinks otherwise. All right, I mean, if you want to put Ant-Man and the Wasp in the A tier, by all means. I'm not willing to take that level of heat, but this is why everybody can leave comments. The Thor 1, Guardians 1, and Cap 1 slander pains me. Thor 1 was in the bad tier. It's a bad movie. Guardians 1 was in the A tier. That's a pretty good place for it to be. Cap 1, I did have in the C tier. But I will say that's there's some revisionist history going with that one. People are starting to like the first Avenger again. Just scrolling. Ragnarok S tier, you're delusional, old man. Thank you for making a comment that will take some of the heat off of me. I really appreciate it. Everybody loves Thor Ragnarok, myself included. If you don't like it, my advice to you is to keep your mouth shut. Otherwise, someone might be liable to pop you one. I'm not going to do it. I'm just saying, it's a controversial opinion. You might want to keep it to yourself. This one just says, what the fuck, re? All right, let's see. Somebody had the wherewithal to post their own tier list. S tier, Civil War, Winter Soldier, Iron Man. I can agree with those. Doctor Strange. Doctor Strange in the S tier is that's a high and controversial ranking that I disagree with, but okay. A tier, both Spider-Mans, Ant-Man, Infinity War. Sure. I'm not offended by any of that. B tier, Endgame. I think that's ridiculous for me personally, but whatever. C tier, Ant-Man and the Wasp, Black Panther, Thor Ragnarok. Okay. I mean, Thor Ragnarok in the C tier is just madness. But, okay. D tier, everything else. I'm trying to think of what everything else is. It's a lot. They're all D tier. They can't all be in the D tier relative to each other. This was covered in the preamble that was required reading for today's stream. They're rated against each other, not against your favorite Federico Fellini film. More tier list, please. Come on. Everybody in the comments is so quick to go, I disagree with this. I disagree with this. I disagree with this. Nobody has the cojones to post their own tier list in the chat. In the comments, I should say. NL, S tier, everyone else D tier. Hell yeah, pets. Hell yeah, dude. We're doing this. Uh-oh. I was wondering how long it would take to get here. Captain Marvel shouldn't be a C. It shouldn't be on the list. It should be thrown into the depths of hell from which it came from. The main actress made the entire movie cancerous to watch. Captain Marvel D tier, I respect your opinion. Captain Marvel D tier because Brie Larson bad. Sorry, I guess I didn't watch enough YouTube videos before I went and saw the 94-minute long popcorn movie. Your tier list is doo-doo. I respect that. I don't go to NL for movie takes because they often tend to be off. This tier list reinforces that. 0 thumbs up on that comment. I love to see it. Thank you for not boosting that incorrect opinion. Emerson said yeet. Thank you, Emerson. It's not really like that many people that have too many big problems with the list. Guardians of the Galaxy 2 being a little lower, people have a slight issue with. Endgame higher than Infinity War, some people have a problem with. And getting the Birdman's name wrong. I'll give you that one. Hold on, let me see when Unity starts here. Are we going in 5 mins or 35 mins? For 35 mins, I'll do something. 5 mins, obviously, we're not going to waste too much more time. He said, Malf says 35. Okay. Based on what I heard Dan say. All right, understandable. Mathis, I was talking to Mathis about Temtem, and I said, I'm 13,000th in line. He said, yeah, don't worry, the queue goes really fast, but you do get kicked all the time. You hate to see it. A lot of comments about calling the Vulture the Falcon. That is my mistake. Ant-Man and the Wasp is an A-tier movie. Edit, and Black Panther is B-tier at best. I will tolerate any Marvel opinion. However, Ant-Man and the Wasp over Black Panther is audacious. That's an audacious take. If you work for Twitch, you're compromised for the Ant-Man series, and I can't take your opinion seriously because you're biased because the Ant-Man films take place in San Francisco. If they made a Marvel movie that was like, hey, it's fucking Slugman, and it took place down the street, I would be like, it's the best Marvel movie ever made, dude. I can see my favorite bagel place on the big screen. It's compromised. I mean, to be fair, that is like at least 25% of my enjoyment of both Deadpool films. I was like, the first Deadpool movie takes place 90% on the Georgia Viaduct, dude. A BC Place, Rogers Arena, Pizza Farina, one of the best pizza places in the city. Also one of the most hipster. What are their hours? They open at 5, they close when the dough runs out. I can't base my whole life around a variable amount of dough consumption. Okay? That's why I don't go there anymore. That, and after the Whitecaps games get out, a bunch of yuppies get like a pizza, they split it, and then they sit at, there's only like 3 tables in the whole restaurant. They sit there for 2 hours drinking their 4 Winds Saisons. Everyone else is standing up with piping hot za, just trying not to drip oil on top of their heads, ruin their Arc'teryx jackets. There's the hotel where like 4 dudes got stabbed last year. And then in Deadpool 2, it was like, you know, bro, that's West Georgia and Burrard, dude. The car chases on West Georgia and Burrard. That's where that really sketchy McDonald's is and the last Staples in Canada. I'm back. NL ranks every X-Men movie S tier, X2, X-Men United. A tier, Days of Future Past. Sorry, Logan is also S tier, my mistake. B tier, X-Men, the original, X-Men First Class. C tier, I don't know if there is one. D tier, Apocalypse and X3, the final X. What's it called? The final stand? The last X3, the last stand. The final stand? The final X? Oh, what about the Wolverine Origins movies? The first one is definitely D tier. And then, honestly, I think the one where he's in Japan is the only C tier X-Men movie. That movie is exactly fine. And it, like, everybody's opinion on it was like, it's objectively better than the last one. I liked it enough. Okay, Dan said 7:15. Logan is an S tier movie. Is it S tier objectively? like compared to all other films, I'm not comfortable saying that. Is it S tier within the X-Men universe? Yes, absolutely. Easily. Hold on, I'm downloading the games for Tabletop Sim. Each one is like 35 kilobytes. I wonder if there is, and this is an honest question, I wonder if there's a movie that you could call it S tier and not be inundated with people telling you you're wrong. Like, I feel like if you love a movie, you should always just tell people it's pretty good. Because if you tell people it's amazing, it invites counterpunches. I've learned, and it's taken me a long time to get here, but I've learned that what we should do if we like something is just say, it's pretty good. In which case people will be like, all right, acceptable. Hold on. Tabletop Simulator. View the workshop. Search Yahtzee. Sort by most popular. The ever popular and addictive dice rolling game Yahtzee. You cannot write into the scorecards on this? How about this one? No comments. But I'm looking at this one. This one doesn't have a cup. You gotta have a cup if you're gonna play Yahtzee. How about this one? Just Yahtzee with paper sheet. You're telling... Oh, no. Over time period, lifetime. Simple Yahtzee. Yahtzee Definitive Edition. Okay. It might... Who chooses whether it's the Definitive Edition? The person making the mod. But still, welcome. Welcome to the Definitive Edition. Final copy. Okay. Candyland. 4 stars. This game is genuinely the worst I've ever played. While not only lacking any kind of depth or skill, it dangled the olive branch in victory in front of me, only to snatch it away with that gingerbread man smiling at me, knowing he had fucked me over again. The first time this occurred, I thought unlucky. I proceeded to draw his card 4 times over the course of the next 3 hours. To add insult to injury, my friends, whom I parted company with immediately after with the intention of never seeing them again, proceeded to lap me with new pieces after finishing the game once. Suffice to say, I am not satisfied with my gameplay experience. Next comment, fuck yeah, Candyland. Subscribe. Okay. What's the... And then Scrabble. Scrabble. Most popular over 1 week. Scrabble HD. Wood/gold themed Unity Scrabble board. How could I not take this? Tiles fall through the board for me. That's a bad sign. How about wooden Scrabble English? Images for the mod have been deleted. Cannot play. Scripted Scrabble. Spanish. Most subscribed. Scrabble. Thanks for making this. We were worried we couldn't find one. Great comment. That seems like it'll work. You hyped this up all day, but didn't even bother prepping? Prep's done, for one. Secondly, that trailer only took me half the day to make, I'll have you know. Adobe Premiere Rush is very, it's very streamlined. Also, just fucking relax. What's wrong with you? Just just chill out a little bit. I just don't even understand. You had all summer to figure out what you do. All right, we got 7 minutes left. Let's see what came out on Steam today. Efflorescence of Lust. It's a combination of puzzle and clicker games. It can help you get relief from anxiety by playing it. Bruh. Oh my god, the devs put their phone number in the About This Game section. I love that some anime games on Steam, they lean into the game. They're like, you can fuck the ladies, and there's 100 scenes, and they'll do whatever you want. Some of them are like rich puzzle gameplay, multiple backgrounds, an options menu. Then there's like one data point that's like, you could definitely you could fuck the ladies. Rich cinematic universe. Replayability. Some of them are like, we get it. You're a little embarrassed. You're buying the fuck game. There's other reasons you could tell people to play this. Some of them are just like, you can do whatever you want. Don't stop till you're numb. It'll release anxiety. It's a great euphemism. Free graphics games. Due to your other playtime in pixel graphics games. Thanks, Steam. I do love free graphics games. Some of my favorite games have graphics. Some U.S. Americans don't even have maps, such as South Africa and the Afghanistan. That's a 12-year-old meme. By which I mean a meme for 30-year-olds from 12 years ago. I'm not upset with the current state of Steam for two reasons. One is Temtem came out today, which is legitimately that's a showstopper. The other one is this game came out called Death Trap Dungeon, the interactive video adventure. And it features Eddie Marsan, who is in The World's End, as well as Deadpool 2, as well as Fast and the Furious Presents Hobbs and Shaw. He also played the angry driving instructor in that Mike Nichols movie. You know the one. Is it called Happy? One of them's called Joy, one of them's called Happy. Anyway, It seems like it's one of those old school, like, you know, you push a VHS tape into the VCR and you like have a little notepad and you play along at home. Happy-go-lucky. That's what it's called. It seems like a pseudo-contradiction style game. Death Trap Dungeon is an interactive video realization of Ian Livingstone's multi-million-selling classic game book. Played in a similar way to BBC's Jackanory Bedtime Stories or Jim Henson's Storyteller series, the game features nearly 5 hours of video and takes the player through the devious labyrinth of Baron Succumvit, full of tricks, traps, and loathsome monsters on a quest to escape the dungeon. No, it's an adventure game and it's not horny. I know, it's weird. Anyway, I'll probably give it a try. We got 2 minutes to prepare for Unity here. Table. Top Simulator. Play game. I wonder if this is... If Tabletop Sim is the game I've played the most times with the least playtime total. It says I've played it for 42.5 hours. I'm pretty sure that I have played it 38 times on the NLSS. And the reason it's not an hour per segment is because of all those 4-soul games that went too long. I don't know if I've ever played this game for longer than one segment. It's a new era. So we're going to start with Yahtzee, I assume. TinyPic. This image is no longer available. See tinypic.com for more information. Is there a non-zero chance we will see... Oh, that's not where I meant to go. Legends of Runeterra at some point? There is a non-zero chance, but it's very low. I think it's kind of a snoozer. And take it from the man that just had a static screen up and was talking about nothing for the last 45 minutes. I know what a snoozer. What do you need on the wire, Daniel? Do you want like the login information? You can just join on me. Well, that's an incredible roll. You're right, the bottom is cut off. You're absolutely right. No, actually, no, it's not. This is how it looks. This is how it looks.